So there's a lot of talk in the marketing space about telling your origin story, right? That's the thing that's gonna connect with your ideal customers. Forget all this conversion hacks and things you can say to hypnotize them in the videos. Literally just tell your story and that'll convert customers. I wanna challenge that. I think there's a better way to do it and I'm gonna tell you about it in this video. So firstly, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Penberthy. I help entrepreneurs and business owners get more customers and do that profitably and effectively online. If you'd like my help, there's a link in the description box and the top comment to a free online training that I've got that will walk you through this entire process that I've used to build my $1 million companies. But what I want to talk about in today's video is this idea of telling your origin story in your marketing, right? We've all heard this phrase, facts tell, stories sell, right? And we're told that those stories need to be our origin story. In fact, leave me a comment below and let me know whether you've heard this before. Give me a yes in the questions box or in the chat box if you've heard people talking about this whole origin story thing before. And what I want to do right now in this video, I want to be quite bold, to be honest, right? Everyone's talking about it, but I want to challenge it. I don't think telling your origin story is the best way to connect with your ideal customers. I think there's a much better way to do it. And I want to break it down, right now. So firstly, let's just revisit what an origin story is. An origin story is when you're going out there in your marketing to sell your programs, courses, coaching, whatever it is, you're telling your story, your personal journey from where you began to how you've got that end result now that you know that they want. But you start saying things like, yeah, so I went through high school and I was studying this and then I was on the football team and then this happened and then I broke my ankle and it made me think about life and I was, oh, this happened. And you're telling your entire story and a few of the key events that happened, but they're key events that are personal to you. They mean nothing to the ideal customer. Now the goal is that in sharing these life events that have happened for you and your experience of realizing that you need this solution that you're about to help them with, that they're going to be able to connect with you. They're going to go, oh, okay, this person has realized, that thing that they needed, and I'm on that journey of realizing it. So the goal is to connect with them and allow them to connect with you and connect with your story. So that's all well and good, right? Good strategy, want to connect with them, fantastic. But now there's a better way to do it than just telling your origin story, okay? The way I teach my clients and my customers to tell their stories in their marketing is, yes, still tell your story, but we are including two very unique themes within your story. The first is we want to set up and we want to seed what the outcome is. What is the thing that you're wanting them to buy at the end of whatever that training is, or that sales video, or that YouTube video, or that Facebook ad, whatever the outcome is, whatever the thing is you want them to buy, we need to be seeding that in your story and talking about how that was the pinnacle thing that happened. So for example, if the thing that you're selling at the end of this particular video or this story is your live event. You're trying to sell them on coming to a live event. Well, now when you tell your origin story, we're not just going to give them a bunch of random information about us that no one cares about and tell us about our random journey just to connect. I'm going to be telling a story that shares that I went on this journey, I hit this roadblock and this pain point and this pain, and the turning point for me was when I went to an event. Man, I remember I was like sweating as I was like filling in my details online and purchasing that ticket to that event. I'm planning my hotel and I'm thinking I'm nervous, but I know I need this. And I plucked up the courage. I went to this event by myself, sat there in the back row. I was listening to the person on stage, and literally in the first 2 hours of that event, my mind was blown. It changed everything for me. And since then, this happened, this has happened, all this good stuff has happened. Now you've still told your story, you've still connected with them, but you have set up what the thing is to be sold at the very end. So now at the end of the video, when you say, hey, and now I'd love to invite you to a live event that I've got going on, they have already in their subconscious been prepared for the fact that an event is something that they need to go to get that result. Same thing if the end result is an online course. Right? Well, I'm going to tell my story in such a way now where I'm going to say this happened, things were bad, it wasn't good. And then I remember I purchased that online course and it changed everything. Being able to study from the comfort of my own home on my laptop and figuring this stuff out, that's what changed everything. Do you get the idea? If it's coaching that you're selling, if it's high ticket coaching, then your story is going to explain the fact that there was no amount of training that you went through, no amount of events that you went to that made the difference. It was when you were able to pick up the phone and speak to a coach one-on-one. That is what changed it for you. All right? So that's the first thing that we have as a theme throughout the story is setting up what's coming up, at the end and what you're going to be doing your call to action. The second thing we're doing is once you have identified who your ideal customer is, where they're at, how they're feeling, their pains, their frustrations, forget your pains and your frustrations. That doesn't matter. Telling your pains is one thing, but what if we could tell them their pains? They they're going to be able to connect on a deeper scale. So I'm going to be figuring out like what is my audience experiencing? What are they feeling? What are my ideal customers? What situations are they in right now? And I'm going to talk about the times where I was in those situations. Right now, I'm not saying you need to lie and make up stories. I couldn't be further from what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, look, I'm 27 at the time of recording this. Right? I got started on my entrepreneurial journey when I was like 18. Okay, I've had a long time. What's that? 8 years? I don't even know. Is that 8 years? 7, 8, 9. 9. My math. See, look, I've still been able to build a successful company, and I can't even do very, very simple math. Quick maths. So 9 years I've been doing this. That is so embarrassing. 9 years I've been in this game. So I've got 9 years worth of stories. Okay, and I'm about to tell it in 10 minutes. So what I'm saying is I'm going to pull what I need from my journey and my story that's going to most connect with the idea, with the customers that are listening to that particular video. If I'm doing another video selling something else, I'm going to draw from different parts of my story to now create a story that relates to this audience and these potential customers. Making sense? This is the way you do storytelling. My word, this will change everything. Forget origin stories. We're still doing the same kind of thing. It's the same, premise. But we have those two themes of setting up the end result, and we're also positioning our story in a way that we know will most connect to the ideal customers that are watching. So hopefully that was helpful for you. If it was, hit the thumbs up, leave me a like on this video. And also the only way I really know that you're enjoying these videos is where you leave me a comment and give me some feedback. So let me know what you thought of this video. And if you'd like my help implementing this stuff, I've got a very unique strategy that goes out there on social media, run very simple ads, take them into a simple sales funnel and convert customers online and do it profitably and effectively. If you'd like to learn that, there's a link in the description box and a top comment, and that'll break that whole thing down for you. So for now, thanks for watching this video. Hit right here to subscribe to my channel, turn on the bell notification so you're notified of all my future videos. Hit right here to go and check out that training that I was just telling you about, and then hit right here to check out another one of my videos that I think you'll really, really like. I will see you in a future video.